Good morning to all the students. Surely you are not wasting your time at your home and doing the different assignment given by our faculty members. Today we are going to start the next topic of class 8, that is irrigation. In the last video you have learnt about the manures and fertilizers. What are the importance of manure and fertilizer? In this video we have to learn about irrigation. First of all, you have to know that what do you mean by irrigation? What do you mean by irrigation? The process of providing water to, you can say, crops. The process of providing water to the crops is known as irrigation. And surely we know that in order to do the photosynthesis, plant need water. So anyhow we have to provide the water. Now when we are providing the water, we are having first thing, old way. In olden days, how farming used to be done? In olden days, mainly farmer depend upon rain. Mainly farmer depend upon rain. If rain is the main source of irrigation that time, maybe you have heard a popular song in the film Lagan, that they are singing so that the rain will come, so that they will get the good harvest. But nowadays we cannot fully depend upon the rain. We have to do the alternate method. Now different types of implements we are using nowadays. First we will do traditional method of irrigation. First thing that we have to learn, that is traditional method of irrigation. What is traditional method? Traditional method, first thing you can say, pulley system. Maybe in the villages, if you have visited the villages, then maybe you have seen that in the villages, with the help of the pulley, they used to fetch the water. Second, mouth irrigation. Mouth irrigation system. What is mouth irrigation system? In that, a farmer used to take the bucket from an irrigation canal. They used to take a bucket. Two farmers used to take the bucket and they used to throw the water. Maybe in the villages you have seen. Third traditional method, wheel method. In wheel method, the bullock carts used to take a round around irrigation wheel, and that wheel used to fetch the water from the ground using a wheel. But nowadays these methods are not applicable. Nowadays which methods are applicable? Then we have to learn that modern methods. In modern method, first method is sprinkler irrigation. Maybe you have visited the park in your city. You are having the city park, Nehru Park, other park. If you have visited, then you might have seen that in the middle of the park they are having a nozzle like this, and that nozzle used to spray the water. That nozzle used to sprayed the water, and this nozzle used to rotate also. While rotating, it used to supply the water. This is known as sprinkle irrigation. This method is very useful because this method we are providing the irrigation to our flowers and others because they don't need too much water. Second thing, this method is convenient to save the water. Second method is called drip irrigation. Drip irrigation. In the drip irrigation method, what we used to do, suppose that we are having some crops. We are having some crops, or you can say trees. We are having some trees. And who want water? The soil want water or the roots who want water? So surely answer will be soil wants water for the roots only. So in this method, what used to happen? A pipeline used to be set. A pipeline used to be set, and with the help of pipeline, they used to provide the water. They used to provide the water directly to the roots. They used to provide the water directly to the roots. This method of supplying the water directly to the root is known as drip irrigation. In this method, we are directly providing the water to the root, so to avoid the loss of water. But what all methods are applicable in all the crops? No. Crops depends upon that irrigation depends upon factors on which different types of irrigation. We are having different types of irrigation. First type of irrigation, that is crop based irrigation. Crop based irrigation. All the crops don't need same type of water. For example, if we are taking paddy needs huge amount of water. Second, if we are taking wheat need less amount of water. So different crops need different amount of water. So we have to supply the water in the different form to the different crops. Second, we are having season based irrigation. In season, crop based irrigation. Second is season based. In all the season, we are not have to supply the water in the same amount, because suppose that we are taking rainy season. In rainy season, already our atmosphere contain moisture, rain used to occur, so irrigation must be less. But what about the summer season? Summer season, plant need more and more water, because the rate of evaporation as well as the transpiration rate is more. Third, soil based irrigation. Different amount of soil need different types of irrigation. Suppose that sandy soil cannot hold water. Sandy soil cannot hold water, so it need more water. We are taking laterite soil. Laterite soil need less water. Just like that, different types of soil want different types of water, and according to that we have to supply the water. Pause the video, copy it down. Now, after irrigation, we have to protect the crops. Now, our next target is protection of crops. We have irrigated the crops. Now we have to protect our crops. So what are the enemies? First of all, we have to know that from which we have to protect our crop. From whom? Who are the enemies of the crop? So we can say first enemy, that is weeds. First enemy, that is weeds. So we have to protect our crop from the weeds. Now you might be thinking, what do you mean by weeds? Already in my second video of this chapter, I already have told that what are weeds? Weeds are unwanted plants grown along with the crops. Along with the crops, unwanted plants are also grown. They are known as weeds. Example, we are having the grass. Example of weed. We are having the grass. We are having chenopodium. We are having pathua. We are having amaranthus. We are having wild oats. These are some of the example of weeds. So we have to protect our crop from this. We have to protect because they are our enemies. Enemies of crops. You can say they are enemies of the crops. Weeds are the enemies of the crops. So we have to protect our crop from enemies. We have to protect our crop from enemies. So in order to protect the crop from the weeds, we are using weedicides. So what do you mean by weedicides? Weedicides are the chemicals that is used to kill the weeds. In the market, different types of weedicides are available. Some of the weedicides are 2,4-D, MCPA, Metaclor. These are some of the weeds that are available in the market. What you have to do, you have to put that weed in amount of water. That weedicides you have to dissolve in water, and by the different means you have to spread that. You have to spray that water to your crops. Then all the crops are safe from all the weeds. Now, who is our second enemy? Second enemy, we are having rodents. Rodents, rat. Rat is a common rodent because rat used to make a hole under the crop and they used to plunder away the crop. So we have to kill the rats. So in order to kill the rats in the market, rodenticides are available. Rodenticides are available that will kill the rodents. Third, pests. We have to kill the pest also. So in order to kill the pest, we are having pesticides. In order to kill the pests in the market, we are having pesticides. Pesticides are the chemicals which are used to kill the pest. Rodenticides are the chemicals they are used to call the rodenticide. Now you are thinking that, sir, provide some example of pesticide and rodenticide, and if every work I will do, then what you will do? So the rodenticides and pesticides, it will be your homework. It will be your homework. You have to search from the Google rodenticides and pesticides, and you have to comment. In the YouTube channel SBR Public School CHAS. Now, some birds and others also used to destroy the crops. So in order to avoid that birds, crows and other things, we are having a scarecrow. What do you mean by scarecrow? In the field, you might have seen this type of substance. You have seen in the field, in the different movie, in the movie Nayak you have seen, or in the different movie you have seen, in the middle of the field, with the help of pot, chaff, bamboo, a scarecrow is standing. We are making an artificial person. According to us, it is not a living being, it is not a human being, it is only a dummy. But according to the crows they are flying, they will watch from there. Oh, person is standing. So we will not go in that field to damage that crop. So these are some of the enemies we have to protect it from. Different types of weeds we have to protect, rodents we have to protect, pest we have to protect, and of course the small birds we have to protect with the help of scarecrow. So now we have done the protection. After protection, what we will do? We will do the harvesting. After protection, what we have to do? That we have to do the harvesting. Next one is harvesting. Now, what do you mean by harvesting? You have prepared the crop. You will bring that crop to your home or not? Yes, of course. That method is known as harvesting. Harvesting can be done by sickle. Sickle you have seen? Yes. No. This is known as sickle, or in your language it is known as hasul or hashua. So, with the help of sickle, we can do the harvesting. No sir, it will take a lot of time with the help of sickle. Then you can use the harvester machine that is used to harvest, that used to cut the crop, and that used to settle in a part. No sir, more advanced. Then more advanced, we are having a combine machine. Combine machine used to do the two tasks. It used to harvest also, and it used to separate grains from chaff. Separate grains from chaff. We have done the harvesting, and after harvesting, what you have to do? You have to store. That you have to store it for. How you can store? In your home you are storing with the help of gunny bags. You can use the silos. Gunny bags, you know. What do you mean by gunny bags? Only I have to explain you about the silos. Silos are the big containers of metal. Silos are the big containers of metals. In that we are storing the crops for the future use. They are known as silos. And one more topic you must know, that is known as buffer stock. The stock that is we are saving in a separate, so that in the future if we will not get the harvest, we can use the buffer stock. Stay at home, be safe. We SBN Parivar will be with you. Thank you.